What's up and welcome to the Attack on Titan After Show. We're talking episode 17, Hero. Who's ready for barbecue? Too soon? Also, that was the best, oh my goodness, and no moment ever. All that and more. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up? Welcome to the Attack on Titan After Show. We're talking episode 17, Hero, or 54, depending on how you're counting. My name is Kari, and I'm super excited to be talking about this episode because it keeps getting better and better.
Yes.
And I'm joined by my awesome panelist, Veronica, who did it last season as well, and then Jaimi, who's super pumped to be talking about Attack on Titan. What do we think of this episode?
Oh my god!
My heart.
My heart.
It was painful.
Yeah.
Like, after going from the first part of season 3, obviously this part is kind of just going tits up. And we know that stuff is going to go down, and it felt very bittersweet. And I was so impressed with Armin.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed with him, and it just sucks because it's like, for him to have kind of gone from this underdog and this character who was always bullied and, you know, just everything that they've all gone through, but especially Armin, it's just like, why go out like this? Like, did you have to? But if that's the only way they felt that they could, and I respect it. And I love what Aaron said at the end, like, you were the hero all along. So.
Oh my god.
But it just sucks. Especially
Yes.
showing his body at the end. I'm like, what the heck?
Right?
Yeah, that was
Oh my
pretty.
goodness.
That was pretty brutal.
So we'll also be talking about our big things this episode would say is Levi and the Beast Titan. We'll get into that. Armin and the Colossal Titan, and the rest of the team with Bertolt, as well as our special segment later. Yeah, the agree on everything, and it's super emotional. And then reading the manga, I'd say I'm maybe one beat ahead of where we are, but it was still so much the same, like, emotions and
How'd you hold that in?
I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I'm not gonna tell y'all anything.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you did it.
And even what could be too, and I'm like, I don't want to say anything lean anywhere. So the big thing that was just what I said at the beginning, Levi and the Beast Titan, that moment of ripping him to shreds was for me. And then when he gets taken away by the quadruped, I'm like, no!
Yeah.
That was amazing. Like,
Right?
he's just amazing to watch fighting wise.
yes.
His combat
Yes.
skills are incredible. And every single time they give us like that, like, moment of just like, we're gonna give you this Levi fan
Redemption.
service.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's Levi fan service, and I'm here for it.
And you know
Yeah.
what? Stopping all the haters ahead of time, because I know one episode we were a little excited about Levi, and people in the chat were like, ooh, got some Levi fangirls. Whoa, hold up. He deserves mad
Yes,
respect
he
this
does.
episode.
Husband. That's my husband. Like, no, I'm serious. So I need you guys to calm down and back up.
Yes.
Watch
no,
out,
I
Vegeta.
love Levi. Well,
Yeah.
you know, but Vegeta's like away training and stuff. But you got, like, seriously, he is just one of my favorites. Mikasa's like a hard second as far as combat style, but yeah, he's great.
Yes, no, 100%. I think Levi proved that I like that flashback of like, hey, yeah, there's a soldier you should be looking out for. Beasttine's like, nobody can get to me. And that moment when he looks over and is like, oh my goodness, my Titans are on the ground. Levi.
Yeah.
So then we also speak of the Beast. What do you guys think of that moment when the Beast Titan goes, it's pretty much bullshit to die proud. And it's too bad that these people are, that they forget history.
I love the fact that you brought that up, because if you didn't, I was going to. Just because, again, last season we learned so much about the royal family and how they have been erasing memories, and there's only a certain amount of people that know what's gone on. And it was crazy to me that I never once considered, oh yeah, these people are probably reliving the same mistakes over and over again, trying to bring peace to humanity, and they're never getting it because they don't know what they haven't accomplished. It was such a sad realization.
Right? See, history is important. And written correctly, though, too, because this history is written by the victors. Yeah, I love that moment. Also, I like that we get that refresher of Erwin going, rage, scream, fight. And you're like, oh, man. Do we think he's dead?
I still think he's very much dead.
I think
Okay.
he's dead. He
Okay.
looked pretty crispy.
It was definitely, Erwin, the commander.
Oh,
when he gets Erwin.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Armin.
No, we got Aaron, Armin, and Erwin. The
Stirthing.
commander, when he gets
I
the
don't
boulder
think
to
he's
his belly.
dead. I don't think they even want us to think he's dead. That
Okay.
just happened. It was like we didn't get too much of him this episode.
It's one of those, it
Yeah.
depends, because the way we've seen it, it would definitely lead to it, but this show is so, you know.
I still think he's very dead.
Okay. And then, yeah, Levi, that moment, Anything else with Beast Titan and Levi, except for that major... You get that high, and it's crushing you down after.
This entire episode was bittersweet because every single arc had that moment of victory and then defeat the minute after.
Yes. So that's it with the Beast and Levi, which it's just like, oh, but I do love the Beast Titan as he's going away. It hurts, and I hate you. I was like, well, he's suffering a little bit. Yay.
He's cocky.
But a baby.
Oh, he's very cocky. I don't think he's had anybody get that close to hurting him at all yet. So it's so nice to get him to be a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, yes, Levi, like, way to go.
Right. So then we have the rest of the team going after Bertolt. Thank you. Bertolt. Going after him. Hange is alive. What?
Yeah.
I knew it. They got it. My girl, I would, if
Yes.
they were, I was like, I don't think she's dead. And if she was, I would have been super disappointed in everything.
Right.
Yeah.
She grew on me as a character.
They seem like such a survivor and so skilled as well that I don't think Hange could be alive. I mean,
Hanji?
Hanji could have died.
Yeah.
Yes. I've heard Hange and Hanji.
I think it's Hanji. Yeah.
Hanji. So with Hanji, coming in, helping Mikasa out. Oh, what did you think of just destroy the jaw, and that's how you'll get inside to blast him out.
Smart.
I thought it was very smart, but I was actually wondering if like Reiner would have just ended up dying anyway because he was so disoriented from the previous attack that he didn't remember Bertolt saying like, I'm basically going to blow this place up. You take cover, lie on your back kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so he was going towards him to help him. So I wonder if he kind of would have either A, got himself killed anyway, or B, just screwed up the plan because Bertolt would have been like, oh, Reiner, I told you to like hide.
Yeah.
Yes, I realized I just did switch their names a minute ago, but thank you. That moment is and Reiner, how he's not even really alive. Like his head's coming back together in there and you see it and he's just like, I don't remember anything. And everyone's like, just die already.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man. Then we have, Mikasa for the win.
I'd actually give that moment to Hanji.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
No, totally. Anything else with those teams? The teams besides Aaron and Armin and Bertolt.
I mean, I just
That's
love
our last.
the scouts and how they're like, we have complete faith in you, Armin, that we're going to go and do the best that we can to deal with Reiner.
Especially with Mikasa because, usually she's the one that's like, I'm going to go off the deep end and I'm just going to do what I want. But she really held her cool. And she was like, no, they got it. And I commend her because just seeing Armin get steamed like that.
Actually, another thing we didn't mention yet is that one soldier who was bitching so much last episode. Oh, I'm gonna die, and he's the one on the battlefield still alive.
Yeah. It's always like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no. So then we'll move on to, speaking of the extra crispy, we have Armin has the plan. He's like, okay, let's do this. Notices the Titans, the more they're regenerating, the weaker they get. So this is our chance to go after the Colossal Titan.
So smart.
I love him.
Yeah.
So
I was
much.
just
Right.
like, genius.
Because it's like, man.
Or just the fact that
They're
He
sweet.
even observed that, it's just great that he did.
Or just the fact
Yeah.
that he's like staring at the Colossal Titan and be like, okay, he's skinnier, so then he must be like degenerating, which means that his
He
muscles
is-
are weakening, which means that something's not weakening on him. I'm just like, good
The
God,
teeth-
Armin, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
hey, anchoring into the teeth and
Yes.
staying in it. And
Ooh.
how much did you love that visual? I really liked it, where Aaron is looking at Armin, and you can do that see-through version of the head of the Titan when he's looking, and they're having their chit-chat after he sits up. I thought that was a really great way to visually show how they see out. I mean, I don't think it's see-through like that, but it was cool for us as the viewer. They have their moment, and then Aaron slips on the wall. That just felt so
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I was like, it's over for a second. Not for Aaron, though, because I was just like, not yet for Aaron. But I just they're doomed. They're all doomed.
And then we have it because we learn Armin was just essentially distracting Colossal Titan while Aaron is he's plugged the wall. The main goal, the whole big thing that they've been doing forever, plug the wall. But,
Oh, I was just gonna say Armin's whole speech about like, Aaron, you have to go see the sea for me, and was completely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because that was the one thing with Armin, was that he always wanted to join the Scouts to like help people, but to also just one day see the sea, because that's what he knew was out there, and that's what his whole goal was.
Yes.
And just for him to kind of come to grips with like, I'm sacrificing myself right now, so you please live on. And that's the same thing that there's two similar relationships. Levi and Erwin and Aaron and Armin, where someone is basically sacrificing themselves, and they're like, here's what I want in my life that I couldn't achieve. Please continue with it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's definitely this sense of sacrifice. It's very noble, but you sit there and go, ooh, I don't know if I could do that. Be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he survives, and he's that moment just holding there longer and longer. I absolutely love that it was Aaron who not kills, but takes out the Colossal Titan. He did it not in his Titan form. He did it as a human being, because that's also part of like who he is. And he pulls him out of there. And
I love
it's
that.
I was gonna say it's also
Yeah.
it's also very symbolic, just because like for the longest time, ever since they kind of knew Aaron can turn into a Titan, they've been training that form to be the savior for everyone to take down the Titans. But it was actual human Aaron that was able to save everyone this time around. It was very important that he is a person who can do both.
Absolutely. Anything else with that segment of? I know we're going through pretty quickly on this one.
Yeah. I mean, rest in peace, Armin.
I would argue though, Levi has a serum.
Duh, that's my theory.
Yeah.
I have a wicked theory coming up.
We're gonna hold predictions for a second. We're gonna do our special segment. We're gonna do the death of the week. Who has the most epic death?
Oh my
Or at
God.
least dead per this episode, because it's one of these things with this show. Technically, there's been interesting things. Are they dead? We don't know, because we thought Hanju was dead too.
Dead. Yeah, we did.
So, who do you think has the most epic death? I would definitely say Armin right now.
Armin. 'Cause,
Barbecue.
I mean, I would argue not in the sense that he probably went out the most gruesome way, but just the fact that he went out in the eyes of like the most noble way.
And he had to deal with it throughout. It was slow. It was not like and you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Like it wasn't
He
a
was just
boulder to the
burning.
face. It was just sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, not sitting, but you know, yeah. Jamie.
So we're just saying for this episode.
Yeah, for
the
this
week?
episode.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Armin. He really went out. It's really
Can't really say much.
it just
Right?
sucks, but I mean that's the most epic death. It's awful. So
That's very true.
yeah.
Also, you know, we got a little bit of news real quick as
Yeah.
well. But Jamie will be covering that. So we also cover Madoka Magica, which we're wrapping that up today. And so if you haven't watched our other episodes, go watch those as well. We have special guests, and which leads us to our news segment.
Yes, guys. Okay, so if you guys love your mobile games, you will love this. Now, I like to say Aniplex, or do you say Aniplex for you guys?
Aniplex.
I like to Aniplex. I just like how they do it. But anyway, Aniplex has a new mobile game for you. It is the Madoka Magica Side Story mobile game, and it is launching June 25th in the US and in Canada, but it's actually for immediate release May 30th, which was just a couple days ago. So you can access it, but the official launching is June 25th. So be on the lookout for that and make sure to download it. And again, the name is Magia Record. How do you say this?
Puella.
Puella Magi Madoka Magica Side Story. So make sure you get that.
Yeah, so if you're a Madoka Magic fan, it definitely looks really
Puella
sick.
Magic.
And if you go to ABTV Anime on Twitter, we posted some photos of that as well. All right, let's get into our predictions. I was like, where's there? No prediction. Oh, yes, because we're taping this way. All right, predictions. I know you were hanging on to that, Veronica, so what do you think your prediction is?
All right. So obviously, you know, at the beginning of the episode, Levi hinted that he still has the Titan serum. I feel like he obviously wants to get it to Erwin so that him and Erwin can keep working, or Erwin can keep working together. I think that Armin is not dead because there is this thought of the Titan serum lingering around. And if we
Right.
remember at the that like final scene, that after credit scene at the end of the last part, Levi and Aaron have a bit of like a disagreement, and they're like fighting and yelling at each other. So I think there's some kind of betrayal that's going to go on of who actually gets that serum. And I don't think it's Erwin. Hint. I think it might be Armin.
Yeah, because I was wondering that, like, okay, do we think that it's who's it going to be for? Because I don't think that Erwin is dead, but I do think that Armin is dead. So it kind of just depends on that. Plus, the way that Aaron was looking at Armin, he didn't seem like, you know, shocked or anything.
Aaron really know that that's in play? I don't feel Aaron really knows the serum's in play yet.
He's aware of this serum.
He knows it exists, but he doesn't know Levi has it. because I think Levi was given it by Erwin. So it's like, ooh, I'm really curious to see how it plays out. And yeah, I don't feel somebody's gonna come back from the dead because this serum exists, or it's gonna break and they'll be like, well, shit. You know, kind
I
of
think
thing.
that'd be a waste then.
That would be super a waste. All right, that does it. I know this was kind of a hyperspeed episode. We'll be back next week to cover episode 18. We're doing this later because of people pirated Attack on Titan. Don't do that. Pirating is bad. And so thus we are delayed on that. So thank you so much for everybody who tuned in, listened. Please leave comments down below. We love hearing your thoughts on this amazing show. And it's such an exciting and stressful and emotional roller coaster, and we just want to share that with you all. All right, Jaimi, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at It's Jaimi Gray or on Instagram at Jaimi Gray.
And you can find me, Veronica Vallencia, on Twitter and Instagram at It's Me, Veronica_V.
And my name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. And make sure to check us out also on Twitter at ABTV Anime. We post news about upcoming events such as Anime Expo and other conventions and other pop anime releases that you might want to know about. Again, thank you so much for watching, listening, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye, guys.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.